Playing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. Today's video, we're doing the character profile deck for the Big Five. Of course, I don't have no picture of them, but if you, spoiler alert, by the way, but if you are familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duel Monsters arc, the entire series with Yugi and Yami Yugi and Kaiba, the Big Five were basically five corporate businessmen who was assisting Seto Kaiba, but his stepfather prior to him, in running Kaiba Corp. They're very evil businessmen. That was the whole rage of the 80s to early 2000s. When it comes to certain movies and TV shows, the businessman is usually the bad guy. And the Big Five, it was, five individual men who ran certain aspects of Kaiba Corp, or at least assisted with running Kaiba Corp. There was Gansley, who ran I think the money side of things. No, not the money side. He ran the business, operations, the day-to-day business. And he was probably the most sadistic one, to be honest. He it was pretty much, they was introduced, at least hinted at, during Duelist Kingdom arc, helping Maximum Pegasus seize control of, at least trying to help get, kidnap Mokuba so they can work together and seize control of Kaiba Corp, while after Kaiba's loss against Yugi in the first episode, he went missing for a bit. Don't know, I don't know. He kind of, when he lost the Yugi, he had some kind of soul searching moment. But while he was gone, Mokuba was pretty much left defenseless in a way, which is kind of responsible. But they end up kidnapping Mokuba, so there's no living heir to seize control of the company. So everything falls to them, and Maximum Pegasus, with his own machinations, trying to get access to Yugi and his Millennium Puzzle, so he can use it and his Millennium Eye to, get his childhood, first love back from the dead. But anyway, there was hinted at in Duelist Kingdom. After Duelist Kingdom, you actually got to see the faces, because there was just faceless images. But then they tried to they tricked Kaiba somehow into going to this virtual world game that he was developing, but it was in a prototype stage. And then Yugi and his friends he got trapped, and Yugi and his friends had to go in there and help him. But they tried to trap him, and the Big Five tried to trap him in the virtual world, but they ended up defeating the Big Five, and they end up getting trapped in this virtual world for a long while, until after the Battle City part of the story. And they got Noah Kaiba, the biological son of Gorzabro, the stepfather. He was, in his mind, virtually trapped in the cyber world thanks to the father, because the boy was in a car accident or something. And of course, only way to keep this son alive in a way is, take his consciousness that was still, there, at least for a little bit. They had limited time to do this. Put it in the virtual world. That way, he always have his son around, but he wasn't visiting there often to his son that's in the computer. Eventually, he just stopped showing up altogether when Kaiba came along, and Mokuba. Of course, got vengeful and then essentially found the big five in the virtual world and uses them to, uh, pretty much like take their revenge on Kaiba and by extent his companions. And therefore, that's when the virtual world arc came into play right after Battle City, or the Noah arc, or something like how I think it was called the Noah arc, or some people call it the virtual world arc too. But then that's when you introduce the big five. They each take a form of a certain monster. They use as a quote unquote deck masters with their own special abilities, and I will go over their cards in a second. But anyway, Gansley was the business guy. He was trying to take down Yugi. That was the first duel in this whole entire arc that got started. And then Yugi, of course, beat Gansley. But Gansley went over how his little background, how he got into business, or took interest in business, where he about running a lemonade stand, and I think he convinced I forgot how the story goes. It's been a while since I've seen that episode, but essentially it was about a lemonade stand. I think he convinced other kids, I think, into helping run the lemonade stand, and then somehow it just grew. But he was like a very sadistic kind of boss, because he had I guess some businessmen gotta have some kind of ruthless side to them in order to make them successful businessmen. But Gansley loved not torture in the same sense as by definition, but just torture in a way like manipulating people. He liked toying with his employees. Then you got Johnson, the legal partner of the Kaiba Corp. And this dude was a piece of work because he dueled Joey, and of course, he manipulated Joey's luck-based cards because evil, Two-Face lore and all that other stuff. Johnson once sent innocent man to prison because he convinced the jury that a guy who was afraid of water stole a boat and got this man sent to prison. Then we got Nesbitt, the machine, the tech guy who's running like the tech-based part of Kaiba Corp, making sure all the machines is running. He was like a cold-hearted dude. He just did not like association with humans at all. He preferred being around machines. And you got Crump, who has a little bit of a sad story until, again, I'll get into it. When he was a kid, his parents didn't give this boy any attention, and no kind of love was, love in the sense of being around and playing with him at all. So he found solace in just counting and numbers. So that's how he got into finance. He's the financial part of the Big Five. And he also had a thing for penguins. And when he went to the zoo, he always liked going to see the penguins. But then, this is the, creepy part. Crump is a massive pervert. And he tried to duel Taya, and he really wanted to use her body. And of course, Nesbitt dueled Serenity, Tristan, and Duke Devlin. And of course, technically won by, Tristan tried his best to make sure that, he spent most of the duel trying to protect Serenity, and he ended up losing. So Serenity and Duke was the only ones left to actually technically beat him, but still, since he had 3, and one of them still lost, he still took over Tristan's body for at least a little bit. And then we got Lector. I'm not sure what his role was, but he's pretty much like Gozabro's right hand man for a long time, and he was the main person that got convinced by Kaiba to turn against Gozabro and seize control of the company. But then Kaiba kind of like, I don't know if renege was the right word, but pretty much turned his back on them after he just used them just to get control of the company and shut them out. So they pretty much just silent partners, very silent. So they all had their little reasons to take down Kaiba and anybody who's any association with him. So, but they were interesting people, adversaries. The only thing I didn't like about that arc is that it's kind of like with Dragon Ball Z when like they don't give Vegeta his moment to beat the big bad guy, and this is kind of Kaiba's moment because this is his enemy. This does not have no association with Yugi, but it ended up being the Yugi to be the savior of this arc, and it was kind of Kaiba's moment, and Kaiba kind of felt Kaiba was kind of cheated out of it. Anyway, let's go over the big 5 cards. I had to combine them all. I couldn't do each individual thing, but it's kind of appropriate considering that part of the arc they all shared Tristan's body to take on Yugi and Joe in a technically 5-on-2 duel. So we're gonna go with their biggest card they did use, the 5-headed dragon. Requires 5 dragon type monsters to be fusion summoned, and cannot be destroyed by a dark, earth, water, fire, or wind monster. So essentially, you really need a light type monster that's powerful than 5,000 attack points to beat the 5-headed dragon. We got Wall of Illusion, the Unhappy Maiden. These are part of Gansley's cards. Legendary Fisherman, part of Crump's card. Lector's card, the Satellite Cannon. Of course, Crump's penguin stuff, Puny Penguin. Nesbitt's Perfect Machine King, machine type monsters. Penguin Soldier. No penguin. Then this is Crump's Deck Master, Nightmare Penguin. All face-up water monsters you control gain 200 attack. When this card is flipped face-up, target one card your opponent controls, return that target to the hand. Then we got Masked Dragon. I needed a fire-type dragon. Magician of Faith. This is Lector's card. Machine King Prototype. Got Nesbitt. Machine King. Got Wind Dragon, Lancer Lindworm. Jinzo Lord, Lector. Jinzo Jector. Jinzo, this is Lector's actual deck master. Trap cards and other effects on the field cannot be activated. Negate all trap cards effects on the field. And he also had Injection Fairy Lily. This is Johnson's card, Hysteric Fairy. Lecter's card, Fire Princess. I got Explorer Dragon, Earth type Dragon. Evil Swarm, Zoak, Dark Dragon type. Then we have Deep Sea Warrior, which is Gansley's deck master. As long as Yumi is face up on the field, this card is unaffected by any spell cards. We got Lecter's Cyberjar, Crumb's Catapult Turtle, a Water type Dragon, Blizzard Dragon. Their shared dragon, Berserk Dragon, it must be special summoned with a deal with a dark ruler and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls at once each. During each of your end phases, this card loses 500 attack. Then got Nesbitt's Robotic Knight, his deck master, the commander of machine types. He serves the Machine King. He is famous for the ways he controls his troops. Gansley's Malchid, the four-faced beast. And then we got Johnson's deck master, Judge Man. This club wielding warrior bows to the end and will never surrender. And Giant Red Sea Snake, Crump's card. Got Tornado Wall, Yugioh Field, Life Absorbing Machine, Imperial Order, Gravity Bind, Savic's Blessing, Premature Burial, Polymerization, Painful Choice, Heavy Storm. Then of course I got Dragon's Merit to help special summon my dragon monster. Legendary Ocean, and a deal with the Dark Ruler. So we're gonna try these cards out. Matter of fact, I don't even know why I need even polymerization. The likelihood I have all 5 dragon types in my hand is very a specific thing. Of course, Johnson has a couple of fusions, but those fusions are kind of weak, so I can afford to move this, and then I should have been, of course, backup soldier. Right. How many show? There's at least 2 monsters that. Well, I need a trap card. I'll just go with backup, so it's fine. Okay, let's try out the Big Five's deck. Of course, we'll go since 5. We'll make it 5 duels for the Big Five. So of course we will go with Kaiba first. Oh, well, 1 second here. We'll go with Yugi, Kaiba, Joey. There's no Taya. I had to do something with that. Maybe I'll take on Mai and substitute. I'm missing somebody. Oh, yeah, and of course it's Tristan, Serenity, and Duke, but none of them are in this game, so I had to for Nesbitt's and what's his name, I gotta figure something out. Deep Sea Warrior. Where's that my legendary ocean? Oh, I could have gone with wait a minute, I already have that. I'm about to say, like, don't I have Solemn Wishes? Yeah, I do. Robotic Knight. You know, when they were sharing Tristan's body, they had, I mean, They were a devastating group, but they could not work together at all. And it's like they all in it for each other. So it's like, I mean, not in it with each other, but it's just in it, for one another. No, they could not work together. They was like just looking out for number one essentially. Like they each think each other as a means to an end. I need at least summon 5-headed dragon at some point during the video. Not wasting my trap card on that. Hey, that's what I was looking for. Oh wait, I'm so close. I might as well just get it. And I also need to try to get Berserk Dragon on the field. Not in this match, at some point during the video. Alright. Wait a minute, I do not have Solemn Wishes? I thought I had Solemn Wishes in my... Cause, doggone it. Yeah, no, I knew like when I was building this, I was forgetting something. Cause that's an awesome card. It's like a really good card. Solemn Wishes is one of Lector's cards. Because that Injection Fairy Lily is a beast of a card, and you really need some life points to make her effect work. Okay, now, Joey. How appropriate. Hysteric Fairy Lily. Kind of looks like a lawyer in a way. just in case. Really need my life absorbing machine. If a level 8 or higher monster under your control was sent to the graveyard this turn, supposed to summon one Berserk Dragon from your hand or deck. So I need a level 8 monster, which is or higher. So this is pretty much falls in the category of my 5-headed dragon. I'm probably going to have to stop Imperial Order next round. Crap. Oh, no, you don't. Son of a gun. Forgot about his scapegoats. Oh, good. So it doesn't have to be destroyed by battle. It just got, in general, be sent to the graveyard. Got 2 Dragon's Mares on the field. You know, I haven't even used Catapult Turtle like that. Nightmare Penguin. Kaiba. Okay. Civic's Bexley. Blessing. That's what I meant to say. Does he have 4 Thunder Dragons? Because you only supposed to have 3 of the same copy in your deck. I thought about doing like a video for Noah Kaiba, but you know, I did some research and it's not that much I can do with when building his deck. Jinzu. Oh boy. Not good. Shit. Let's try again. I was so close too. 2 voice raiders. We'll try one more time. You're going down, Sedekaba. Sometimes we're gonna need Cyber Jar more so. Card of Destruction will be good right about now. Once a turn, destroy face-up trap cards. Gonna need that. Turning a wall. Silent wishes. Should have saved my call to haunted. I'm pretty much just buying time right now. Yeah! I feel like dueling one more time. Huh? I feel like taking on Bandit Keith. For America! Pot of greed. I know you got that freaking field spell card to some of his powerful machine types. I'm gonna risk it. I don't want to use my graceful charity right now. Well, I guess he don't. There we go. Dragon. Did I miss a dragon somewhere? I must have already used the dragon. Oh, the dragon's on the field, duh. Okay, well, that was the Big Fives deck. Yeah, so it was very interesting. I mean, it's not too bad when you put them together in a certain way. They're actually pretty decent, you know, not like high end kind of expert level kind of cards where you use in like a tournament or anything like that, but just a casual thing, you know. It's a decent deck, you know. But next video I will be might do either Taya, Gardner, or Solomon Moto. I think Solomon Moto, Yugi's father, grandfather, I will do another Yu-Gi-Oh character profile deck for. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I might do it tomorrow, because next week we'll be taking a break from streaming and then get back into it the week after. So I will see you guys next time, well, in a few minutes, because I am going to hop on with more Borderlands, continuing on the Psycho Craig DLC. So if you want to check that out, come join me in just probably like a few minutes. So take care, everybody.